I'd like to tell you a story from Japan that I learned from a Japanese student called Akari. Once, there were an old man and an old woman. They were not rich. They lived with their dog, Shiro. Shiro was a good dog. Shiro was completely white. One day, Shiro was digging in the ground, like he was saying, dig here, dig here. So the old man and the old woman, they dug, and there in the ground, they found many pieces of gold, golden treasure. Oh, they were so happy. They were rich. But in the next house, there lived a greedy neighbour. And the greedy neighbour saw all of this gold and wanted the gold for himself. So he took Shiro. And he took Shiro and he wanted Shiro to find the gold. Shiro said, dig here, dig here. But when the greedy neighbour dug in the ground, what he found was old bones and shells, and it smelled bad. He was angry, and the greedy neighbour took Shiro the dog and beat the dog until it was dead. The old man and the old woman found their dead dog. Oh, Shiro. They made a grave, and they put Shiro in the grave, and they covered it, and they put a small piece of wood. But soon the wood grew into a tree. The old man and the old woman, they cut down the tree, and they made from the wood a pestle and mortar. They got rice to make rice cakes, and they ground and pound the rice. But there, in the mortar, there were pieces of gold. Again, they were rich. Well, their greedy neighbour saw this, and he wanted the gold. So he took the pestle and mortar, and he put rice in the pestle and mortar, and he began to pound and grind. But there was no gold, just rocks and stones. And he was angry. He took the pestle and mortar and threw them into the fire until they were burned to ash. The old man and the old woman, they found the fire, and carefully they took some ash. There was a tree, a dead tree, and it was winter. The old man threw the ash onto the tree, and then pink with cherry blossom, the most beautiful sakura. At that moment, a rich samurai came, and the rich samurai saw the beautiful cherry blossom. I have never seen such beauty in the winter. This is wonderful. And he gave the old man and the old woman more gold. The greedy neighbour saw this. He took some ash. He wanted gold. He threw the ash at a dead tree, but the wind blew the ash into the samurai's eyes. The samurai was angry. He took the greedy neighbour and he threw him into prison. This is the story of Shiro.